The hard part of the process for most people is the first $100,000. Getting together $100,000 is a long struggle for most people. And I would argue that the people who get there relatively quickly are helped if they're passionate about being rational, very eager and opportunistic.
Charlie Munger, the vice chairman of Berkshire Hathaway and a billionaire investor, says the first step to getting rich is the hardest, saving your first $100,000. Sounds like a huge mountain to climb, right? But don't worry, the secret isn't in big leaps, but in small steps. Stick with me, and you'll see it's a journey anyone can take, no matter where you're starting from. Think about it. At the beginning, every single dollar in your pocket feels super important. Bills, retirement, maybe even a family to take care of. Life throws a lot at you. It's easy to think, how can I ever save that much? But here's the thing. If you can crack that first $100,000, you're on a highway to financial freedom. So, how do you go from $0 to $100,000? Keep watching and I'll show you the way. Number 1, start small. Think big. Ever thought that saving a whole $100,000 feels like climbing Mount Everest in flip-flops? I get it. It's a big number. But here's the thing. You don't have to aim for $100,000 right away. Start with a goal that makes sense for you. Even if that's just $1,000 or $5,000, you can work your way up from there. Meet Sarah. She thought you needed a six-figure salary to start saving. Earning $40,000 a year, she felt stuck. How am I ever going to save up? But then, she embraced the idea of starting small. Just $50 from each paycheck. Doesn't sound like much, right? But here's the kicker. Sarah didn't let that $50 sit under her mattress. She put it into a high-yield online savings account. Names like Ally Bank or Marcus by Goldman Sachs might ring a bell. These online banks offer much better interest rates than what you'd typically get from a standard, local bank. Over time, that $50 every 2 weeks started adding up. And guess what? It didn't make her broke. She still enjoyed her life, still had her Netflix and occasional takeout. She just started thinking bigger with that $50. As she got raises and found ways to spend less, she gradually increased the amount to $100, then $300 every paycheck. Here's the game changer. By gathering a significant sum like $100,000 before you jump into investing, you're setting yourself up for bigger wins. Let's look at the numbers. Say you invest $1,000 into a stock that grows by 20%. That's a $200 profit. Not bad, but what if you invest $100,000 and get that same 20% growth? That's a $20,000 profit. See the difference? The principle here is scale. With a bigger initial investment, the same percentage gain equals a lot more money in your pocket. This is why we aim for that magical $100,000 mark before diving into riskier waters like the stock market. Your snowball of savings can become an avalanche of wealth if you roll it down the hill of smart choices. Want a little fun? Try the $5 challenge. Every time you find yourself holding a $5 bill, don't spend it. Save it. Before you know it, you'll have a tidy little stack contributing to your big dream. So, start your path to $100,000 by thinking big, but starting small. Trust me, small steps lead to giant leaps in the saving game. Ready to give it a shot? Do you think starting small can indeed lead to something big? Let me know down in the comments. Number 2, the power of compounding. You know that feeling when you find money in an old pair of jeans? Imagine that, but 100 times better. That's compounding for you. It's like magic, but real. Meet Tim. Tim didn't win the lottery or inherit a fortune. What he did have was $10,000 that he wasn't sure what to do with. Why not let it grow? He thought. So, he put it into a savings account with a 5% annual interest rate. Now, that doesn't sound like much, but stick with me. In the first year, that $10,000 turned into $10,500. That's an extra $500 just for letting it sit there. But here comes the real wow moment. In the second year, he didn't make 5% on the original $10,000. Oh no, he made it on $10,500. That gave him $525 more, making his total $11,025. Let's fast forward to year 10. Tim's original $10,000 would have magically turned into about $16,386.16. Why? Because each year, the interest adds not just to the original sum, but also to the interest earned in previous years. It's like making a snowball and rolling it down a hill. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Ready to make your own financial snowball? You don't need a wizard's hat. You need a good place to let your money grow. You can try certificates of deposit, CDs, or high-interest savings accounts. Many online banks offer these with better interest rates than what you'd get at a traditional local bank. And if you want to think long-term, don't forget retirement funds like a 401k or an IRA. Here, compounding works its magic over decades, turning small regular contributions into a big retirement nest egg. Quick joke for you. Why did the math book look sad? It had too many problems, but none of them were about compounding interest. So don't underestimate the power of compounding. A wise investor, Charlie Munger, once said, "The first rule of compounding is to never interrupt it unnecessarily." Why is this rule key? Well, think of your savings as a snowball rolling down a hill. If you keep taking money out of that snowball, it will have a hard time getting big. The best thing is to let your money grow without messing with it. Tim, from our earlier story, got it. He let his savings grow year after year. That's how he let the magic of compounding work in full force. If you want a big financial snowball, remember Munger's rule. Don't stop the compounding. Your future self will thank you. Ready to give compounding a try and watch your money grow like magic? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Number 3, increase your income. You know that feeling when you find an extra fry at the bottom of your fast food bag? It's a small but happy surprise, right? Now, imagine getting extra fries every time you reach in. That's what increasing your income can feel like. More good stuff, more often. Meet Sally. She works a regular job earning a modest salary. She has a big dream, to save up money, and she's starting with a goal that she feels comfortable with. As she saves more, she plans to aim for $100,000. She knows that just saving from her current job won't be enough, so she starts a side business selling crafts online. This gives her serious extra income to help reach her bigger savings goals faster. Now, you don't have to be like Sally to increase your income. There are many ways you can do it. For example, you can try freelancing on weekends. Websites like Upwork have lots of jobs that you could do to earn extra money. Or maybe you're happy at your current job but think you could be making more. One way to do this is by making yourself more valuable at work. Take on extra tasks, learn new skills, or even help out your team in new ways. This could get you a raise, and every extra dollar counts. Charlie Munger, a really smart money guy, once said, "The more you learn, the more you earn." So, maybe it's time for you to pick up a new skill that can help you make more money. By finding ways to earn more, you're not just sitting around waiting for your savings to grow. You're giving them a boost. And remember, the faster you reach your $100,000 goal, the faster you can put that money to work, like investing to make even more. Number 4, control your spending. You know that feeling when you're really hungry and you think you could eat a whole pizza by yourself? But then you remember, too much of anything isn't good, right? The same goes for spending. It feels great to buy stuff, but if you spend too much, you could end up with a money tummy ache. Imagine you're like Mike. Mike loves the good life, eating out, movies, the whole deal. But he's also got a goal to save up $100,000. He quickly realizes that if he keeps spending like he's been doing, that $100,000 goal will stay a dream. So what does? It's time for Mike to put on the brakes. First, Mike makes a budget. This is like a spending roadmap that helps him know where his money is going each month. This helps him figure out how much he can spend and still save towards his $100,000 goal. He even uses a money app on his phone to keep track. Now, he knows exactly how much he can spend while still saving for his future. And guess what? Cutting back on the extras doesn't mean cutting out the fun. Mike still goes out, but less often. Instead of eating out every weekend, he does it once a month and cooks at home more. By doing this, he finds he has extra money to save and invest. Just like Mike, you can be smart about spending and still have a good time. Keep an eye on where your money's going. Stick to your budget. Find less costly ways to have fun. Doing all this will help you get to that $100,000 goal faster. Control your spending, and you're not just saving money, you're making your big dream of $100,000 more reachable. Charlie Munger said, "It is remarkable how much long-term advantage people like us have gotten by trying to be consistently not stupid, instead of trying to be very intelligent. In simpler terms, you don't have to be a genius to do well. Just avoid making dumb choices, like overspending, and you'll be ahead in the long run." What are your tips for controlling spending? Ever found a fun way to save money? Share your stories in the comments below. Number 5. Prioritize joy over stuff. You know how a warm hug from a loved one can make your day? That's the kind of joy we're talking about here. And guess what? It doesn't cost a dime. The key is to focus more on things that bring you lasting happiness and less on stuff that you'll forget about next week. Life isn't just about stacking up coins. It's also about enjoying the journey. Even as you aim for that $100,000 goal, don't forget to cherish the things that really matter, like time with family and friends, a good book, or a peaceful walk in the park. Think about it. What moments in life have given you the most joy? Was it buying a new phone, or was it laughing so hard with friends that you cried? Investing in experiences over material things often gives you a better return in happiness. Plus, it can be easier on your wallet. So, as you build towards that $100,000 goal, keep your eyes on what really matters. Believe it or not, this shift in focus can actually help you save money. When you chase joy, not just stuff, you might find you spend less without even trying. What's your take on this? Ever noticed how experiences bring you more joy than things? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Saving your first chunk of money, whether that's $1,000, $5,000, or even $100,000, is the hardest part of building wealth. But by following the tips in this video, you'll be making solid steps toward your own financial goals, no matter what they are. And remember, it's not about the speed, it's about the direction. To discover more financial insights, especially from other financial experts like Warren Buffett, check out the video on your screen. Keep learning with us. Thank you for joining us. Until we meet again, start small, think big, and stay financially enlightened as you build your future.